Garcia. Yeah, great. Send her in. Miss Bowles, thank you for coming down. This is Dara Jensen, the assistant DA on the case.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's have it.
This was shot the day I interviewed Damian Smith for the last time. I'm not very happy about this, Detective.
I'm sorry to compromise your journalistic integrity.
What has Lucky got to do with all of this?
Why don't you begin by asking him how he got the bruises on his face?
It was a skateboard accident.
Oh, right, yes, a skateboard with fists. Those hoods at the dock worked him over pretty good. But that's what happens when you play poker with the big boys. As a matter of fact, you both should be thanking me, because if I hadn't come along when I did, he'd be in the hospital right now, or even worse. Now this is even better than I thought. You both are so out of touch. You had no idea this was going on.
Get out of my place right now.
And you know what? If you were half the mother that you pretend to be, I would think I would at least know what my child was up to.
Easy, gumdrop, easy. For the pleasure of bashing in his head, remember Lulu's gonna have to visit you in the slammer until junior prom time. Don't go off on me now. Think about it. Okay? Let go. Let go of the bat, baby. That's right. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
You're right, thank you.
Okay.
Not gonna let you get to me.
Honey, that was nice. We had enough.
You were there when this incident occurred?
That's right.
Ms. Bowles, did Laura Spencer say anything about Ward House that evening?
I remember she mentioned a plan to take the Ward House kids out of town the next day, to Rochester, I think. I can't recall anything else, but I will certainly be in touch if I do.
Thank you, Miss Bowles. You've been extremely helpful. Thanks for coming down.
You're welcome.
What do you think?
Probably the same thing you're thinking. If Laura Spencer arranged for Ward House to be empty the night Damian Smith was killed, and if she had already threatened him with bodily harm, then we have a strong argument for premeditation.
We also have cell phone records indicating she made a call to Damien the day of the murder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could say she tried to lure him down here for the purpose of killing him.
Then how do you account for the fire we know he set?
For the sake of argument, suppose he had an idea of what she had in mind and got there a little earlier. He could have set the fire as a means of getting to her before she got to him.
Stranger things have happened. Well, I have to get back to the grand jury with this new information. I have a feeling Laura Spencer's going to be up for more than just manslaughter.
Right, we're in luck. Your wife's case is first up after recess.
I hope you're not depending on luck.
Yes, you made your feelings clear, Mr. Spencer. Now, you're just gonna have to trust my competence.
God help you, Chambers, if you muck this up. Justice, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Simone, hi.
Look, I am so sorry for what you both are going through.
How's Laura? She's mad as hell, and so am I. This so-called brilliant mouthpiece that Edward got for us wants her to plead guilty to a lesser charge.
What? That's outrageous. She shouldn't have to plead guilty to anything.
You mean just because she's innocent? It sounds like you're as stupid as we are.
You didn't...
Of course not. Of course not. I think I've got his head screwed on straight now. But, Justice, if Edward's man can't prove my wife innocent, then I'll prove it myself. I never should have let Edward butt in on this in the first place.
Justice, may I speak to you privately for a moment?
Excuse me.
What the devil are you doing coming here?
Supporting my friends the best I can.
And screwing yourself in the bargain. I told you to keep your distance.
And it would look a darn sight more suspicious if I did. In fact, if you really want to avert suspicion, I should be in there defending Laura, because that ace counsel of yours looks to me like a self-serving jackass.
My boy, if you want to survive long enough to hold on to those precious friendships of yours and your good name and that of your family, you'd better let go of the egotistical notion that only you can defend Laura Spencer.
Luke, Justice is in no shape to defend Laura, and he knows it.
Justice with just a fraction of his brain engaged. It would be better than this bozo.
He's putting on a good front, but he is in a lot of pain.
I know Justice. He's gonna feel a whole lot worse for letting a friend down.
It's a very generous thing, Edward, to provide Laura's counsel.
Excuse me. I think the circus is about to start.
I'm glad you're here, Simone. I'm sure your support will be most welcome.
If you're here to deal, counselor, forget it. All bets are off.
All rise.
What's up?
Nothing good.
Hear ye, this court is now in session. Part 3 of the Supreme Court of the State of New York. The Honorable Judge Winston Young presiding.
Be seated. Let the record show this is indictment number 96-84660, People of the State of New York versus Laura Spencer. Are counsel present?
Your Honor, Dara Jensen, Assistant District Attorney for the People.
R.J. Chambers, Your Honor, representing Mrs. Spencer.
I've received an indictment from the grand jury. In the murder of Damian Smith, the defendant, Laura Spencer, is hereby charged with murder in the second degree.
This is crazy! What the hell is going on? This is a joke! You don't even have a case!
Silence! I'm ordering silence!
Be careful. I want you to get 2 minutes. You're going to be in contempt.
I am in contempt. They're accusing my wife of premeditated murder.
Right, just take it easy. We'll strike a bargain.
Don't even think about it! She's innocent!
Not to the grand jury.
I am so sick of listening to you. You're fired!
Order in this courtroom! Order in this courtroom! One more word out of you, Mr. Spencer, and I'll stop these proceedings. Do you understand?
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Spencer, I'd like to apologize for that outburst. If it please the court, I will waive reading of the indictment. And, Your Honor, I'm requesting permission to readdress the issue of bail.
Permission granted, providing Mr. Spencer can contain himself in every way from this moment on.
I can assure the court there will be no more such disturbances. I have a moment, Your Honor.
Will you shut up and let me do my job? Consider it your swan song.
Go ahead, Mr. Chambers. We're ready for your statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe the history of my client's flight has been misrepresented by the state. Mrs. Spencer never evaded the law. She did, however, evade the vendetta of a criminal, for which she should be praised, not penalized. Since the demise of that criminal, Mrs. Spencer has lived an exemplary life of work and service right here in Port Charles. Together with her husband, she bought and renovated a house in town. Mr. Spencer runs a nearby business. Their son goes to the local public school. And I am sure their daughter will attend the local elementary school when she's of age. Mrs. Spencer has spent countless hours volunteering her time to help needy children. She also works in a nonprofit foundation that provides jobs and business opportunities to the neighborhood. She's also enrolled at Port Charles University, where she's taking courses towards an advanced degree. The obvious point is that Mrs. Spencer is a committed citizen, rooted heart and soul in her community. She's not about to leave. Given that, I'm asking that she be released on bail. Thank you.
Your Honor, Mrs. Spencer does indeed leave. She takes her family and she just disappears. She has done this so often that she has become an expert. She leaves jobs, homes, businesses, and just disappears without a trace into towns across the United States, Europe, and Canada. As for her reaction when threatened, well, her automatic response has been to kill. In her own living room, with her own gun. Your Honor, in light of these facts, the state once again makes an unqualified request that bail be denied.
Thank you both. I've taken both arguments into consideration, and I believe the defendant's community standing, while admirable, is no guarantee that she won't pose a serious flight risk should she be released. Her record indicates she has a history of flight and that she's apparently become quite adept at it. Given that, this court cannot risk allowing the defendant another opportunity to prove her prowess on the run. Bail is denied. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Will you retain our What about your
Plan B is in effect.
I don't think this is exactly the best time for a breakout, do you?
I'll handle the timing.